Let's go into practice tool. I think this is a very underrated activity. I believe if more people decided to use practice tool to actually read items and practice their skills and whatnot, I think they have a better time. I think they'd have more fun. I think that's the point of this game. I think a lot of people think that it's just a game, and they're finding that they're not having any fun, and then they hate the game. And it's like, okay, but did you actually read what some of the items do? And you know, don't always go with the recommended items because that might not be the meta. You might even want to just build it your own way or look on Google. So I don't really know too much about him. Attack speed, lethality. Looks like you can pick Aphelios wields 5 lunary weapons made by his sister, Alune. Thanks, sis. He has access to 2 at a time, 1 main hand and 1 offhand. Each weapon has a unique attack and ability, Q. Attacks and abilities consume a weapon's ammo. When out of ammo, Aphelios discards the weapon and Alune summons the next one. Oh, that's her in that little caption picture up there. Aphelios unlocks his weapon abilities Q at level 2. Then his ultimate at level 6. Instead of powering up his abilities, Aphelios ranks up, grants him permanent stats. Okay, now we can look at the weapon order. Calibrum, the rifle, long range attacks. Severum, scythe pistol, lifesteal, and movement speed. So those 2 are currently in gray right now. So I do believe those are the ones currently in use. Gravitum, cannon, slowing plus immobilizing effect. Infernum, flamethrower, area effect to damage. Crescendum, chakram, high damage at close range, kind of like a shotgun. And it looks like you can pick out of these. And in terms of what I like attack speed. So push that to the limit. Oh, and I guess as you level up, because you don't put points into your skills, that's what you put instead of leveling up these things, because these things are fixed. Next weapon. Okay, so you know what's coming next, and then this is how much ammo is here. Okay, with that being said, let's take a look. So that used 10. 10. That uses 60 mana, right? And now we're out. Now the gravitum's here. The offhand. So you can switch to, oh, you can turn it into a secondary. This is close range, uses 10. What does the activation do passive? Using this weapon restores health. Abilities restore, and then let me see here. This weapon can heal Aphelios over his max, granting him an overshield. 296. Okay, and then we switch back and then we read here. Attacks slow the target by 30. Okay, so it's an auto attack. There is no activation of this one. This one is only an auto attack. So if you don't like it, you can set this up. And then we can see what's coming next, which is the Infernum, right? Okay. Most likely going to go with those boots, and then depending on what opponent you're going up against, you'll buy one of these items. I've been seeing a lot of collector first item lately. This is probably good against tanks. This is nice to help clear. We'll just mess around with these items for now. And you know, don't worry about what other people think about your build. Although I don't recommend playing any ranked games with a brand new build. And obviously my farm is overkill because I'm highly leveled right now.
Darkness is not heresy.
Okay, so now that weapon, okay. So auto attack uses single ammo. But if there is an activatable, if there's an actual skill involved with this gun in particular, then it uses 10. They're all singles, and then there's one. Yes. And it seems to have a splash effect, so it hits anything behind it. Oh, now it's switching now, so let's see. Okay, Aphelios attack ricochets. Attack Again, immediately after he caches the ricochet, other abilities create a mirror. Okay. So let's take a look at this. It is kind of hard when you're all leveled up, but it's not as hard as... A mirror. I wonder if it can hit out. It does. Like that. That's pretty useful. Okay, and this is closed. There is no activatable here. So this is simply just destroying, which is nice. I like it. Will I be using Aphelios flies concentrated blast of midnight with explosion of his champion. Laying 257. And Aphelios attacks all champions with his main hand weapon. So my main weapon is the graviton, but now it's the caliber, so then you get one. An additional 110 each. So we can't be testing this because it only hits champs, right? So with no champs, we gotta spawn a dummy. Let's spawn a dummy. Enemy dummy. Hello, enemy dummy. Now hit him. And then, yeah. It's got a good decent amount of range. It is a skill shot though, so you gotta be pretty careful. Active, 20% move speed, and charge both weapons. Aphelios triggers a gravity field on an enemy that he has slowed. Okay, so he has to hit you with it. And then it roots you. So if I hit you with the gravitum, then I activate this. And this one, the active is fires long range, dealing 256 mixed damage. This is the first. And then marking them. So
Do not look back, Aphelios.
let's hit you with this. Oh, okay, and then if they're marked, that's how you can get the really long range. And then this basically just comes down to, like, now that I know it kind of actively. Right? So it's not exactly. There is ammo on the right side of the screen. It's kind of nice to see. And I'm also using auto refresh on cooldowns. Let's see what he really feels like. It's realistic. It's a 10-second cooldown on the graviton root. This is reasonable. This is the turret. This is what it'll feel like in a real battle. The real cadence and tempo attack. Back here. The game probably gonna end. And this one, kind of. Ooh, I like this one. It's fun to get those long range, kind of niddly spear style skill shots. 8 second cooldown seems like. Alright, and then with that said, you can kind of test out all the different items, and in practice tool, taking your time to read the items, seeing how they synergize, not just like blindly picking whatever. And they've changed items for updates and stuff, so it's always good to make sure